what are some ways that artists or producers can isolate vocals to sample? So one of the ways, to me, it's a few ways to do it. One way involves plugins.
Right.
It's a plugin I mentioned on here for Ableton people last week or the week before. It was Spleeter.
Mm-hmm.
Spleeter. I forgot the name of the plugin company, but I think Elevator Boy is the name of the plugin, and I think that does that. It actually has an isolate vocal setting. That thing has been around for a long time. I remember using that for, has to be going on like 10 years.
You ain't doing the old school invert the...
Well, that was another way I was going to get to it. That is the last way. Well, before that, doesn't Iris do something like that? One of those plugins by that company does that. But, like Triza mentioned, if you want to really old school it, you can do the full song with the instrumental underneath, and then you do some phase cancellation. Yeah, so you cancel out the actual music, and what you're left with is, in theory, the voice, but you're going to get a lot
snares
of bleed
and hi-hats in there.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of artifacts, but it does work.
Right.
When you look on YouTube or online and you see DIY acapella, that's how they're doing it most likely. Or at least that's how they were doing it.
He says, I'm gonna look it up. What up, yo? Yo, crazy enough, me and Oracle were just talking about you. This is who I was saying, the video.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna DM you probably afterwards, bro. Broski.
Fire.
Let's see. Spleeter is literally using the same phase cancellation technique. The quality is identical. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. I think Melodyne DNA can work for vocals. Also, Isotope RX.
Isotope RX. That's what I was referring to. Not Iris. Isotope RX. Yeah, I remember that joint.
Okay.
There was another program that Unmix. I don't know. You ever use Unmix?
Mm-mm.
Unmix is cool. I've used it for, you can kind of isolate drums. You can kind of take drums out. That's mostly what I use it for, taking drums out.
Oh, that's kind of fire.
Or drastically lowering the sound of the drums in a sample. Because if you have like a sample, you know, sometimes I like to sample from like songs. It will bring the drums down so that way your drums don't really clash with their drums.
That makes sense. Huh, that's pretty cool.
It does take up hella CPU though.
Oh, God.
So it's almost one of them things where you should probably render the result and then use it from there.
It's Diva.
Very Diva. And it's not even an instrument.
Yo, Diva is the most CPU drain, bro.
Did they just abandon fixing that?
That's what they need to do with like any like computer test. It's like, yo, we're gonna show you how powerful this computer is, and I'm gonna load Diva.
Yo, if you load up 5 Divas and 2 serums,
oh, right, it's a wrap.
And if you don't have any problems, that is a supercomputer.
Load a pad.
I
don't know why pads will kill your CPU, bro.
Load 5 Divas with pads, and then load 2-3 serums with pads. And if you can rock out from there,
yo, you got a good computer.
Your computer's almost future proof. like no bull.
Yo, just is crazy. Dude, you remember when